Hi and welcome to a new Decred news update. We will go over some of the recent development work, what the community has been up to, and other relevant information pertaining to Decred. Before we begin, let's look at the circulating supply, the supply staked, and other interesting metrics. Over 10 million Decred is locked in the proof of stake protocol as tickets. This number has been consistent throughout the bear market, meaning these are likely strongholders who believe in Decred long term. And then there is over 888,000 Decred held in the self-funding treasury. So, combining the treasury fund and the stake Decred, we find that over 11 million Decred out of 16,443,000 are not for sale, which is around 67%. What this means is Decred has a huge potential going into this bull market, with so much of the circulating supply locked away. This is on top of the amazing tech built, like peer-to-peer coin mixing, atomic swap DEX, on-chain governance, a private communications app, and much more. Another big milestone is the DCR USDC Pair is now available on Bison Wallet. This means we now have an indirect fiat on-ramp with Coinbase, since USDC is their primary stablecoin that users buy and can send for free with no fees. So it's basically like USD. And now moving on, the biggest news fueling the cryptocurrency markets right now is that Donald Trump won the race to become America's next president, sending Bitcoin to new all-time highs. Trump has come out as the pro-Bitcoin candidate, speaking at Bitcoin conferences, promising to pardon Ross Ulbricht on day one, and claiming he will fire and replace Gary Gensler of the SEC. Tyler Winklevoss has a great post on the various actions the Biden government was doing to undermine and attack crypto in the USA, saying they used the weaponization of the banking system against crypto companies and their principles. All in all, this victory will likely result in less regulation and more clear guidance on how the cryptocurrency industry evolves in the USA. It also means the possibility of a Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Fund, whereby the US government would potentially accumulate Bitcoin. Now looking at Decred developments, Decred version 2.0.5 has been released. This patch release improves stake shuffle privacy mixing robustness against misbehaving peers. Peers are no longer disconnected when serving factored polynomial data. The Mix client now avoids jitter calculation panics. The Mix client has had improvements for when the process unexpectedly exited after successful start, leading to potential problems when mixing. Although upgrading to this latest release is not required for continued operation of the core network, it is required for anyone who wishes to participate in stake shuffle mixing with the highest anonymity set guarantees and fastest matching. Now let's look at Bison Wallet, Decred's peer-to-peer atomic swap DEX with private trading. Bison Wallet patches 1.0.1 and 1.0.2 are out. Version 1.1 updates include allow collapsing user expanded reputation info on markets, updates the minimum Firo version, adds support for enabling and disabling a server, fixes high and low rate conversions on markets, fixed amounts displayed for token transactions in the transaction history in the wallets page, fixed negative swap confirmations for Decred, gets rid of the dead asset Z Classic, fixed double accounting for locked balance when calculating available balance and market maker bot allocations, corrects market maker bot level spacing minimum value to match precision, adds the Matic token on the Ethereum network for users who may have accidentally withdrawn on the incorrect network, fixes a persistent error for orders that were active at startup but for which the server was no longer reachable or the market no longer existed, changed the native Polygon asset from Matic to Pol, fixed a bunch of UI bugs, removed too restrictive validation of seeds for when recovering passwords, increased the transaction history query buffer for Zcash to accommodate shorter block times, used border color to show if address is valid or invalid instead of the incorrectly styled checkmark, update neutrino dependency for Bitcoin SPV wallets, added epoch reporting for market maker bots to better inform users of the bot's current state, fixed bug where orders revoked by the server during disconnects were left in limbo, and finally this adds Zcash markets and Digibyte markets. Version 1.2 updates the DCR wallet dependency to include some bug fixes, fix the formatting of Bitcoin database file paths for Windows compatibility, fix bugs related to Binance connection and balance retrieval, fix Binance balance check deadlock, added Decred mixed split transaction identification, and improved performance when deleting inactive orders and matches. Polygon fee limits were also changed, so in the rare event that fees spike, swaps would not get denied. If you're looking to get started with Bison Wallet, there is a tutorial for those who have yet to get up and running.
Now we are ready to conduct a trade and buy Decred via Atomic Swap. Click on the Decred/USDT pair. Make sure Buy Decred is selected. Then manually enter in your trading price. Or click on a bid on the order book. Enter in how much you'd like to buy. Click Place Order to buy DCR. On this page, you confirm all of the details of the trade, including the trading fees you may incur.
BisonExplorer.com is a new block explorer for Decred, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. As a fork of DCR data, it includes all of the relevant charts, blockchain data, and even has estimated financial reports from treasury spends. It's a great alternative, and nice to see people building off of Decred's open source technology. Now let's look at Bison Relay, Decred's peer-to-peer communication platform running on Lightning Network. The Pong game with player betting is mostly complete. It uses an authentication system instead of plugins for connecting to third-party applications due to privacy and security concerns. With this, connecting to third-party apps is now possible. Peer-to-peer betting on Bison Relay will be an interesting feature moving forward. Bison Relay is also getting the ability to send recorded audio notes and messages. There were no new proposals on Politeia in the last month. If you're interested in submitting a proposal and being a part of the Decred DAO, head over to proposals.decred.org to help us build. Phoenix Screen also put out a few videos quickly showing how easy it is to navigate and start up Bison Wallet. Phoenix Screen also had a tutorial on the market maker bots.
The profit threshold box places the first order in the sequence a specific percentage from the spread. The spread is determined by the available oracles below. Generally speaking, the closer your orders are to the spread, the more likely they are to be filled. The price increments box sets the interval for each order in the sequence, excluding the first order. For instance, if you set this value to 0.5% and the profit threshold to 2%, the first orders would be placed either side of the order books at approximately 2% away from the spread. Then the next orders will be placed at 2.5%, then 3%, etc. Once you've set these 4 parameters, and as long as you have enough funds, you can press the Create Bot button. Your market maker bot has been created. Pressing the Allocate and Run button will move you to the final checks. If you're happy with your strategy, press this button. If you're not, click the Configuration button to make further adjustments.
Memes are always awesome. If you guys have your own memes for Decred or Bison Wallet, send them to me and I will include them in the news updates. Thanks for watching this Decred news update. Be sure to check out decred.org to learn more about the project.